Hi, my name is Lali Bitoye and this is Code 516. Growing up, there's a saying I love so much, and it says that it's either you pay now and play later, or you play now and pay later. But one thing is sure, you are going to pay. When you decide to pay your dues, it's up to you. But one thing is sure, you have to pay. So in today's podcast, I'll title it Dues. Starting my IT career back in the days when I wouldn't even call it career yet. It was just my introduction to IT, to computers, was back in the days when for you to have a personal computer, that was a luxury, right? So we all had to go to the internet cafes to use the computers, to use the internet. And I remember me and my brothers would save up a lot of feeding money, right? The lunch here, the gift here. I will put it all up together just to buy 1 hour time at the internet cafe to just know how to operate the computer, see how the internet works, right? It was quite interesting. It was intriguing. We were willing to sacrifice all those lunches just to get that 1 hour with the computer. And beautiful enough, at some point in time, they started the overnight internet usage, and they would go there, spend the entire night with the computer just to feed that passion. So yes, I never really at any point in time got to pay a particular amount for training at an internet or at a computer school, but I actually paid to the internet cafes, right? The dues I paid for learning how to use a computer, for learning a lot of the things that I know how to do on the computer right now, upon which my IT career is based, was paid by the many days I went hungry just to spend time at the internet cafe, right? Those were the dues I paid. Those were the sacrifices I had to make just to move on with that passion. So yes, in our daily lives, in our careers, in our businesses, in our relationships, we all get to make those sacrifices. We all get to pay those dues, right? And the way it comes for each of us in different circumstances is different. But one thing is, we have to pay it. Now, sure, some people feel, well, I can get by with it, I can get away with it. It seems like you will, right? But at some point in time, it will come back to bite you. What's a curse? And it's not really a karma thing. It's just the fact that, like that saying goes, the way you lay your bed is how you will lie on it. You cannot plant apples and come back to reap mangoes, right? You cannot plant cashew and come reap groundnut. You get what you sow. So at different points in times in our lives, we all get to find those situations in our lives that require us to actually put in the extra work, to actually do the extra things, the extra tasks that no one wants to do. That's how we pay the dues. We never really know how it's going to come back. We never really know what or where it's going to come back, but it will at some point. But one thing is sure, do the work, go the extra mile, pay the extra dues, sow the extra seed. You get to reap the reward at some point in time. I can't say when, I can't say how, I can't say where, but you will. But if you do decide to avoid or to evade or to circumvent, right, the dues, I don't even think what happened to you. But if you do it, you can't be sure of something will come. Life is simple. Life is not rigid. It's fluid. It comes, it goes, it comes around in cycles. What goes around comes around. But the truth of the matter is, you cannot not have given anything and expect something. Something may come by chance, by some stroke of luck or some cosmic activity. It comes to you. Good for you. but you are guaranteed of something coming back to you if you have actually paid in the dues. There is a saying in business that when you spend 10,000 hours doing a particular thing or learning a particular skill, you will surely become an expert, a top-notch professional in that field. 10,000 hours is the due you have to pay to get ahead in whatever career or whatever field you find yourself. So if you're willing to pay the due, you are certain of a particular outcome, a successful outcome, if you're willing to pay the due. If you're not willing to pay the due and just go along the way and see how it pans out, well, that works too. If it works for you, beautiful. But for as many of us who haven't had things handed down to us, life hasn't thrown things at us the way we just want them to, I've realized that we have to work, we have to put in the effort, put in the activity, pay the dues. We went to school, and I remember back then our teachers would flog us simply because we hadn't paid one due or one levy or one remuneration we're supposed to bring. And not the fault of theirs, but really thinking back now, it's not as if beating us would have given our parents the money, but in the reality of it, they felt that was the due we had to pay to receive classes. In life, you have to pay the dues to get that which you hope for, that which you expect to come back to you. Yes, God created something out of nothing. We are to create something out of something. I think that may probably be the part where the God and we as God may actually stand apart. But the fact is, we enjoy the fact that we can create along with Him. But this time around, He has given us the materials we need to create with. So let's go ahead and create. And one of the fundamental parts that can help us to create is the seeds that we have. Those seeds, plant those seeds, put those things here. Your time is a seed, your activity is a seed. Use them as the dues you pay to life to get those things you're hoping for to come ahead. My name is Laoli Bitoye, and I encourage you, pay the dues for whatever thing it is that your heart is set upon to do, and you'll be sure to see some really good results. So until I see you again, have an amazing time. Cheers.